Please, go ahead.
President Trump, thank you so much. How many illegal criminals are you planning on exporting to El Salvador? And President Bukele, how many are you willing to take from the U.S.?
As many as we can get out of our country that were allowed in here by incompetent Joe Biden through open borders. Open borders. You probably hear open borders and you can't even understand it because nobody can understand. Nobody smart or with common sense can understand it. So we have millions of people that should not be in this country that are dangerous, not just people, because we have people. Not just people, because we have people, but we have millions of people that are murderers, drug dealers. They've been allowed to come into our country by other countries that were very smart. When they heard that this very low IQ president, and by the way, I took my cognitive exam as part of my physical exam, and I got the highest mark, and one of the doctors said, "Sir, I've never seen anybody get that kind of, that was the highest mark." I hope you're happy with that, although they haven't been bugging me too much to take a cognitive, but I did do my physical and it was released. I hope you're all happy with it. I notice there's no question, so probably you are.
Stop it. Get some help.
But the cognitive, they said to me, "Sir, would you like to take a cognitive test?" I said, "Did Biden take one?" "No." "Did anybody take one?" "No, not too many people took them." I said, what about Obama? Did he take one?" "No, he didn't take one either." I said, "Let me be the only one to take one." But I've actually taken them 3 times already. I like taking them because they're not too tough for me to take.
What? What the?
But we had a great physical exam, so I know you're going to ask that. And the doctors who are total professionals. And I visited a soldier that was badly wounded, incredible soldier, who has spent a lot of time with him. I mean, great with his mother. And it was really a very great thing. They do a phenomenal job. I just want to say, Walter Reed, I was there for, 5-6 hours. You were there with me. But I took a full physical, and it came out perfecto, so that's good. That means you've got me for a little longer.
Why is no one talking about Trump's cognitive decline? He goes on these unprovoked, out-of-nowhere rants about his cognitive exams in the middle of meetings. And we're all watching the spectacle, but pretending it's just another episode of Trump being Trump. At what point do we stop chalking up these bizarre, sudden, irrelevant boasts about passing a cognitive test years ago to mere personality quirks or media strategy and start asking the real question? Is he mentally fit? Let's be honest, the evidence is there. Psychological experts and even former close associates have noted a marked decline in Trump's verbal fluency, coherence, and the ability to finish thoughts or even sentences. He perseverates, overuses superlatives, and increasingly relies on filler words. These are classic signs of cognitive impairment. His speeches are riddled with tangents, repetitions, and non sequiturs that make it hard to follow his train of thought. And this isn't just about age. Experts point out that the reduction in complexity and analytic thinking in his speech is very staggering. Yet, when Trump interrupts policy meetings or public addresses to recount unprompted his performance on a cognitive test back in 2018, one that he still brags about with the now infamous person, woman, man, camera, TV phrase, few in the media or political establishment seem willing to confront what this behavior might actually signify. Instead, there's a collective shrug as if it's impolite or politically inconvenient to question his mental acuity. When his speech suddenly enters incoherent levels on topics like childcare or foreign policy, the conversation rarely shifts to the possibility of cognitive decline. Why the silence? Is it fear of backlash or the normalization of erratic behavior after years of spectacle? Or is it that the bar has been set so low that even the obvious warning signs are dismissed as Trump being Trump? Maybe it's time to stop being spectators and start demanding accountability. If any other public figure repeatedly derailed meetings to talk about their cognitive prowess or lack thereof, wouldn't we be having a very different conversation? The stakes are too high for willful ignorance. We deserve transparency and a serious discussion about cognitive health of anyone who is seeking the highest office in the land, most especially Donald Trump. Peace.